All right, guys, we are taking notes today over irregular preterite verbs. All right, so what we're going to talk about today are these irregular verbs. Remember that the preterite demonstrates an action done in the past. It's equivalent to adding ed to the end of the verb. So walked, talked, spoke, etc. Okay, the following verbs are irregular in the preterite tense. So we have ir, ser, dar, and ver. And then we also have tener, estar, decir, and hacer. Okay, so all 8 of these verbs are irregular in the preterite tense. So these are irregular in multiple ways or in ways that don't necessarily follow a pattern. Okay, but I'm going to break them down into 3 different groups. So the first group is going to be ir and ser. The second group will be dar and ver. And then the third group will be tener, estar, decir, and hacer. So I think that you'll be able to manage that a little bit better than remembering 8 different conjugations for all these words. Okay, so let's move on and let's start with ser and ir. So ser and ir are actually very special because they have the exact same conjugations in the preterite tense. So let's take a look at what those conjugations look like. So in the yo form, for ser and ir, the conjugation is fui. Okay, fui. The to form conjugation is fuiste. Fuiste. The el conjugation is fue. Fue. The nosotros and nosotras conjugation is fuimos. Fuimos. The vosotros and vosotras is fuisteis. Fuisteis. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes conjugation is fueron. Fueron. Okay, here are some patterns I want to point out to you. Some things I want to point out to you. In the el, ella, usted, and the ellos, ellas, ustedes forms, they are the only ones that have e's in them. Okay, every other form has an I. Okay, they all start with fu. Okay, and then we just add. We have different endings for the different verbs or different conjugations. Okay. All right. So, dar and ver almost have identical conjugations in the preterite tense. Okay, so we're going to look at dar first. Okay, dar, the yo form of dar in the preterite tense is d. The to form is diste. The el, ella, usted form is dio. Nosotros form is dimos. Vosotros form is disteis. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes form is dieron. Okay? Now, when I say that dar and ver almost have the exact same conjugations, it literally is the same, but instead of using a D, you're going to use a V in ver. Okay? So let's take a look at what ver looks like. So remember, ver means to see. The yo form of ver is V. The to form is viste, el form is vio, nosotros is vimos, vosotros is visteis, and then the ellos, ellas, ustedes form is vieron. All right, so they look exactly the same, except dar has the D and ver has the V, which makes sense. Some more. So we have our last little group now. Okay, so estar, tener, decir, and hacer have a unique stem in the preterite, but they all take the same endings, okay? So these aren't necessarily stem changing verbs. It's not one vowel that changes. Sometimes it's 2 letters, okay? Or sometimes it might even be 3. Okay, so estar means to be. Its stem is estuve in the preterite tense, okay? Tener means to have. Tener's stem is tuv. Decir means to say or to tell. Decir's stem in the preterite is dich. And then hacer means to do or to make, and its unique stem is is. Okay, H-I-C. However, there is one form that you will use, a very, very special stem, and that's is, but it's again with a Z, and that's the L form only out of all the other forms. It's only the L form that does this. Like I said before, they all have a unique stem, but they take the same endings. So remember, these are our stems, and then we're going to go over our endings. So the ending for the yo form is a, okay? The to form is iste. The ella, usted form is o. The nosotros form is imos. Vosotros is isteis. And the ellos, ellas, ustedes form is hicieron. All right, now, these look like a mixture between AR verb endings and ER verb endings. Okay? I want to remind you, though, that these are uniquely irregular verbs, so they don't take any accent marks, they don't follow regular patterns. They're always going to start with the stem, and then they're going to add these endings. Okay? We're going to conjugate tener and hacer, so you can see how that looks like, or how it looks. All right, so we're going to look at the verb tener. We're going to look at how it looks whenever it's all conjugated in the chart. So, first step is putting that unique stem for all the different forms, okay? So you don't have to worry about inside or outside the boot, it's all the same. So it's always going to be tuv, and then the ending. So the yo ending is an A, so it's tuve, okay? The to form is tuviste. El, ella, usted form is tuvo. Nosotros tuvimos. Vosotros tuvisteis. And ellos, ellas, ustedes is tuvieron. No. Take a look at hacer and look at what that looks like whenever it's conjugated in the preterite. Okay? Hacer, again, has those unique stems, but look at the el, ella, usted form right off the bat. So that is our super duper unique one. Okay? And that doesn't happen in any other of these verbs. Okay? It's only in hacer, in the el, ella form, does it do this weird, it has this weird stem. Okay? All right, but all we do is add our endings to the end of this. So we have hice for the yo form, tú hiciste, él hizo, nosotros hicimos, vosotros hicisteis, and ellos, ellas, ustedes hicieron.